Welcome to day 2 of DreamHack Atlanta. Essentials TF is broadcasting this land live, and we expect to have an amazing action packed day of TF2 ahead of us. Today, we will be starting off with casting some of the round robins. These matches will determine the seeding and who goes to the elimination bracket stage tomorrow. I'd like to shout out our sponsors DreamHack, Intel, the US Air Force, Monster Energy, Circle K, Juniper Networks, and UBL Quantum. For the first match, we will be casting Like a G6 versus Zone 6. How are we doing today, Fluscore?
I'm doing fantastic, honestly. DreamHack Atlanta, it's looking to be like a really hype land. We do have a few invite teams, but also we did see some other teams that we might not necessarily recognize. We saw teams that are currently are playing in Maine, so yeah, it was just an open tournament, so it seems really interesting. Particularly excited for these two. I think the right now G6 have been sweeping, unsurprisingly. And I think Zone 6 might actually be able to, contest them a little bit.
Yeah, this event has been a really great opportunity for teams to kind of get themselves out there. It's not every day you get to be in a lower division and play up against an invite team, but at this LAN, we've seen a lot of interesting matchups. I think earlier today there was, as you said, a lot of main players and some low advanced players who had the opportunity to play against G6, and this time we are casting G6, a very established invite team, versus some players who have been around in upper advanced, as well as some players who have played on some invite teams.
I mean, yeah, we have Scream and Krispy Kreme 2012, also known as Shiny. That have played Invite before as their scouts. We also have Electra Heart or Frick My Nick, my husband. He seasoned veteran in Invite, plays medic, plays soldier, along with Bear.
Yeah, definitely. And some of those players, they've been around since the ESEA days, like all the way back early season 20s, I think. So they've been
Mm-hmm.
around for more than 5 years. And it's just going to be, I think this match is going to be definitely more competitive than some of the other ones. So I'm very glad we'll be able to cast this. And of course, G6, their players have been around forever as well. The rosters, I've seen them running. It's a little different than their main roster. It seems like they have Kobe, also known as Mr. 1920, and Logan on Scout. On Soldier, I think they will be having Habib and AIM. On Demo, Caps, and Medic bot mode. Of course, all of those players have been doing incredibly well. They are currently the number 1 seed in the RGL division of 6v6 in Invite.
Yeah, I think the record is like what, 15-3 maybe. They're
Yes.
they're doing really well. Right behind them is 20CZ, which I'm not sure if they actually entered this tournament. And you know the other team that needs no introduction, Fryotech, after roster shuffle, seems to be having a little bit of a shaky season. But if anyone can always come back in playoffs, it's always Froyo. But enough about RGL. This is DreamHack Atlanta. Shoutouts to everyone that showed up here. Shoutouts to all the staff as well. Um, I'm actually really excited about this because you have Alfredo, Dan, and Crazian that are a part of the Zone 6 teams. They haven't necessarily played Invite a whole lot, but they are like staples in the advanced division. So like they're also seasoned. Crazian has been playing for a really long time, and Alfredo Dan is I want to say a new player, but definitely someone who you should be looking out for.
Yeah, he's definitely been rising up through the divisions. It was not, I believe, several years ago, he was in the intermediate division, and he's just been climbing up every season. So I'm really excited to see him at this LAN.
I'm actually kind of wondering what G6 are going to be playing because I know last game bot mode was actually playing direct hit soldier, and we did see I think we saw Kobe on medic, but should be taking it a little bit more seriously. Yeah, it seems like Cap is going to be going on medic, Aim is on demo, and Habib and Logan are going to be on scout. So a little bit of off classing, but it's proven to work for them. You know, and it also kind of goes to show how like much better people like established top invite players are as opposed to the rest of the community.
Yeah, that experience really shows a lot of those players, even at the top of Invite, have played different classes, which is something that very few people can say that they've done successfully.
Do you have any predictions for this match? Any people we should be looking out for?
I would say we should be looking out for Habib on the side of G6, and on the side of Zone 6, probably Bear, also known as, I think he's just alias as Bear, as well as Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, it should be really exciting as we head into the first half. Oh boy. So yeah, going straight in. Yeah, it seems like aim is going to be on demo here instead of his usual soldier class, but it's going to be no worries. We actually do mess up the rollout a little bit, and he is going to be arriving here late, as we already see Alfredo Dan already sticking up the choke. And we're playing this relatively patiently. Wanting to go forward. No team wants to push and prod, except for aim actually doing a lot of sticky damage, pushing across the map. We just see bot mode getting on height. But again, no one is wanting to commit just yet until we do see a big bomb from bot mode. Going to be bombing in into Scream, and Alfredo Dan is going to be taking the first frag there. And we're just seeing G6 just cap the point. While the frags have been exchanged, we actually did see Creation get a single kill as the medic, but they just decided to hit him with a little loop around and instead just leave them at mid and just cap second.
Yeah, Zone 6 is really slow on this chase, and their medic actually gets market garnered by bot mode. What a great play. Seeing Creation drop is not what Zone 6 wanted. G6 has full Uber advantage on their last, and they just pop the Uber out. There's not really much Zone 6 can do here. It's like they are just going to be capping that up. I was actually a little surprised there. It seemed like Zone 6 was going to come ahead. They got the first bot mode kill, but somehow they just let G6 stand on the point, and it kind of got away from them.
Yeah, that was one of the things. I feel like G6 was able to capitalize the fact that like there was no point pressure, and so they just kept the point and was able to like slowly shuffle their team onto the second. And then at that point, it was kind of over for Zone 6. They were between a rock and a hard place of like having to push back into your own last. Ooh. So this second mid seems to be a little bit more lively. Looks like they actually do want to contest them, make sure that, you know, they're putting enough pressure. We actually do see aim actually nearly go down there. He was very low
Yeah,
due to the direct hit spam. But Kobe is going to be finding the first kill along. That's going to be both shoulders down the side of red. Alfredo down as well. No explosive classes yet. And it's all going to be up to Creation and Scream. And oh god, Scream has a tall task. But it's just going to be running into everyone in Cafe, and that's going to be a clean sweep. Habib's going to be left to cap mid, and this might be another mid to last here.
Yeah, Habib actually flanked through Cafe and got behind Zone 6, but even before he managed to do that, Zone 6 was kind of falling apart. Seems like there's some aggression in the right lobby as Bear takes a 1v1 with the direct hit against 1920 and actually wins that out. It seems like the Uber has come out by G6. The gun does fall, but 2 down for both teams. It seems like G6 backed away, but they're coming back in, recommitting in this 3v3. Demo and Soldier for G6, Demo Scout for Zone 6. Krispy Kreme, also known as Shiny, is trying to take a 1v1 into the face of Logan, and he actually wins it out.
Ooh, Shiny right now is doing a really nice job to just get 2 kills there, and despite having the numbers advantage, G6 is going to have to pull out of this. It was honestly really surprising. They did have the numbers advantage, they had the position advantage, and partly right there, they also had the health advantage. But Kobe pulling out the old pocket loadout, just bring out the shotgun after missing all rockets. But regardless of anything, you know, Zone 6 are actually holding this relatively well. It seems to be constant pressure coming in from G6. And it's a little bit scary because, like, I mean, look at the Ubers. You have Cap already at 90 and you have Creation barely at 20%. So there should be a standard Uber push. Habib is actually going to go down before the push. So is Logan. That's going to be 2 players dropped before the Uber. So, oh, this isn't looking too great. Alfredo Dan is going to be caught out. So along with Frick by Nick, Electra Heart, but regardless, it's a tall task right now. They're kind of like having to, like, you know, play this like a little bit of Battlefield. Bear is going to be caught out, so despite having a really good position right now, Zone 6 is kind of dropping the ball.
Yeah, AIM almost going down there. They might be able to clean him up. Shiny trying to chase that down, manages to get the kill. Bot mode falling as well. It's very aggressive here, but G6 is really corralling the point, and the players from Zone 6 are kind of just in spawn right now. Alfredo Dan jumped out of spawn, tried to salvage that, but wasn't able to. It seemed like Zone 6 just wasn't able to focus their fire enough, and kind of had players go down one by one.
No, I honestly really loved the way how G6 played that. They understood that they had the long range to, considering Alfredo Dan was down at the time, and so they decided to just let the demo shoot stickies, let the demo just soften everyone up, and then once big damage numbers have been made, you just push in as a team and frag out, and that just worked out in their favor. They were able to take it here as we go into the third mid. It was a good last defense, but you're going to need something really changed, especially considering Electroheart is going to go down along with Fredo Dan. Does actually manage to finish off AIM, so it's a little bit of a consolation prize, just trading demos right there. But Bear's going to suicide. Strange is going to be going down to Kobe. And yeah, full wipe at mid. It's not looking too pretty right here.
Yeah, that's definitely not what Zone 6 wanted. G6 is going to retain Uber advantage again, and looks like they're going to cap second uncontested, so we'll probably see them doing another Uber push as we have seen. Looks like they are already posted up in the top right. 1920 is taking a 1v1. Uber gets popped out on him, and he wins that out. That's 2 picks for the side of G6 already. The Uber has faded, and it looks like 1920 might be caught out. He goes down. Habib, though, runs in from the other side, gets a kill along with Logan, and now the scouts from G6 are on the point. There's nothing Zone 6 can do to stop them.
Yeah, it's a pretty rough start. You are fighting against like the #1 team in Invite right now, like arguably the #1 team in North America. So it's already an uphill battle. Your work is cut out for you, and they're just kind of the fundamentals, like the fundamental level of TF2 that they're playing is exponentially greater than I feel like anyone that has ever had experience over on the side of Zone 6. So the calling's gonna be much more different. It's gonna be much more difficult for them. But regardless of which, we're gonna see the fourth mid. Hopefully something can change. We do see a big high bomb coming in from Kobe. Is gonna be brought down thanks to the scouts. We're gonna see a spoon coming in. That's no soldiers on the side of G6. This actually could be the break that they need. Cap's gonna go down. It's all up to Logan and Habib, and they're both running away in the valley. This could be the big break that Zone 6 need, but Habib is pushing straight in, is going to be caught out. They're both really weak, combined 60 HP, and Alfredo Dan's going to lop off the head off Logan, and Scream is going to end off Habib. That's going to be a full wipe at the mid.
Yeah, Z6 now, on the other hand, has full Uber ad. It's a reversal of the situations of last round. It seems like Z6 is getting ready to take this Uber as they're healing up in lobby. AIM is very aggressive in the top right. They're just going to take that Uber straight into. That's the demo and medic down for G6. Z6 really has a chance to win this round out after they cap the second point. But Habib on Sniper manages to find a clutch kill. Logan coming out of spawn on Heavy. He's going to do everything he can, but with all the players of Z6 still alive, there's not much he can do.
Yeah, that was really well played. That was textbook. It seemed a little bit worrying towards the end. You know, we did see Habib get like a small little pick at Sniper, and that could have swayed a little bit of things. But regardless of which, they still stood strong. They were able to deal with everything, and they just left it all to Logan. And a Heavy versus 6 people looking at you is it's never easy.
Yep. Seems like both demos spamming each other for now. G6 going aggressively across the left.
Bot mode did a really nice bomb right there. Actually just got one good rocket onto Creation, and that was all the damage that was necessary. G6 is just gonna capitalize off that one bomb. Bot mode is actually even gonna survive after that single bomb. It's all gonna be up to Bear, Kobe, and Cap. Cap being Cap being really great pickup for Zone 6 here. You know, it's not gonna be there's not going to be an advantage in Ubers here, but at the very least, they should be able to hold last a little bit if they do build this properly.
Yeah, Bear actually hid in his own cafe, and no one for G6 checked it, so he was able to get 2 kills. And it looks like Z6 might be fighting this. They have everyone in lobby. Scream is running in through the shutter, but Shiny goes down. That is Krispy Kreme. Scream is trying to kill AIM, but AIM gets the ult pack and survives on less than 50 health. Great job by him. It's 2v2, we're 4v4 right now, but Bear going down makes it 3v4, and so Z6 actually still has a soldier in, surprisingly. This player might be caught out. Yeah, seems like... Oh, but my Nick...
Whoa! Actually managed to get Kobe an aim right there. That's honestly a salvage play. You know, because right now G6 did just Uber straight in. They're actually going to drop Logan. Looks like they were actually running crits, wanting to get a little bit of an advantage, but that just kind of cut stuff out. They did just crits a scout, you know, and it's going to be Uber advantage. They're going to be wanting to push out Kobe and bot mode. That's going to be no soldiers yet again. Where have I seen this before?
Yeah, and Z6 has full Uber advantage, and it looks like they're going to be trying to take it in through choke, just running straight through with their combo scout screen. They're pressuring onto the blue Tetris, but there is Habib pressuring Bear, getting that kill. Scream is not able to trade that out, so right now Z6 is down a player. Logan's behind in Cafe, making space. The entire team turned around, and everyone for G6 is coming in. That's another player falling. That's both soldiers down for Z6 now. The Uber has not been used, but G6 is really trying to force it out. Looks like the Uber does get forced out, but Alfredo Dan gets dropped. It's just Scream taking a solo scout Uber into G6's Cafe.
Cap only has crits. I'm actually surprised they didn't Uber straight in. Honestly, like, you know, you understand that the medic still has crit. You could just push straight in, and there's, even if they do have crits or Uber at the time, they can't contest you. You're invincible. Their guns are shiny, but your entire body's shiny. But you see, Cap is actually going to go down, so... And that's actually a really good pick right there. 15 seconds left on his respawn as opposed to Trajan's just 1 second. So he's going to be already up. This should be Uber advantage right here. There might be up crits yet again on the side of blue, but looks like we are going a little bit back and forth, wanting to contest. There's no heals on the side of G6, so they definitely can. But looks like they are playing really good spam angles at the current moment. Both soldiers are running direct hit, so you know, not a lot of splash damage, but long range damage is still a fear and a threat.
Yeah, definitely. I thought Z6 might have wanted to hold on to their Uber in order to use it for the second point, but that didn't quite work out for them. So now we have a stalemate as Z6 is holding their own second. I don't think we've seen a stalemate on this point yet. Wonder what strats G6 will bring out to break this. It looks like they're just spamming with a direct hit right now. Actually doing a lot of damage, surprisingly, with that.
They do have crits right now, so this could, if they do use it, utilize it properly, it could necessarily be really big. Kobe's gonna be bombing in, gets instantly denied along with bot mode, and so this is numbers, and it's even Ubers. You know, Creation is currently still running stock Uber, and they should necessarily expect this, but G6 are just leaving. G6 are just leaving. We do see the crits being popped, but then the Uber is going to be popped in return. But despite of everything, they're going to be dropping players. Electroheart and Alfredo Dan are both going to go down. But looks like the frags are finally going on the way of Z6, as they are actually able to take this midpoint.
Yeah, both scouts up for the side of Z6. It's going to make G6's job here very difficult. Can't really fight into two scouts when they have player advantage. And now, 1920 trying to hold the choke, but unable to hold it. Bear takes him out, and now Bear and Shiny are chasing onto Patio, trying to catch out Caps, but there is a player, Habib, to save his medic. But it looks like AIM doesn't care, he just walked back in. No one shot at him as he is able to leave.
I actually am a big fan of the soldier just using direct hit. I feel like it provides a little bit more excitement, just because you're gonna be seeing big soldier bombs, considering how easy it is to airshot people with the direct hit. So, but at the same time, just losing a bunch of spam capabilities, that basically leaves so much pressure on your demo to like actually be able to like lock down doorways. So it can make it really interesting, but looks like we do see the crits being popped out. Alfredo and Bear are going to be going down. Kobe is going to be a little bit going to be the first casualty on the side of G6, but the Uber from the side of Z6 did nothing. So they're just kind of be left out. Right now they're in a tricky position of wanting to hold second, but understanding that the numbers aren't there. Crazen's going to be left alone, going to be absolutely cut out, and it's all up to Alfredo Dan yet again. Is going to find Logan as a little bit of an extra frag here to pad the stats, but nothing else has been found.
Yeah, they did kill both scouts though, so this second cap is going to be rather slow. Z6 got almost all of their forward spawns, and they should be able to contest this point a little bit. Seems like G6 is just going to be walking through choke. The soldiers for Z6 are doing an excellent job. Air shot ringing out by Frick My Nick, and now Bear is just shooting his shotgun at bot mode, trying to defend his medic. Both soldiers missing a little bit here, and it looks like Alfredo...
still alive.
Yeah, Alfredo Dan finally managing to kill bot mode, but aim kills Creation and Alfredo Dan, who are just standing together in the low ground.
Honestly, that was... I felt like Z6 just dropped the ball there. They had the numbers. They had two picks right there as soon as G6 were pushing in. But despite of everything, bot mode survivability right there just kind of played a key role in G6 winning that push. They weren't able to kill him. That allowed enough time to just allocate resources and just be able to push in. And right now they're just rolling straight to last. They already did use crits, so it doesn't necessarily matter. This is going to be the driest of fights. No mustard, no mayo on this sandwich right here, as there's only 3 left. They're playing this a little bit passive, but we are going to see 3 respawners coming in. Oh, but Scream is going to go down, and that's all that was necessary just to win this, taking it to match point for G6.
Yeah, 4-1 for G6. Z6, we've seen them put G6 on their last multiple times. I know they have it in them to get some rounds here. I want to see them have some sort of mid plan where they wipe the other team.
Yeah, we definitely did see it on like the 4th round that it is 100% possible, but it just depends. You know, bot mode has been doing some really nice bombs, getting some really nice spam damage, long range, already takes down Alfredo Dan, and that's just gonna be they're just showing them the door, saying, you know, go to second, buddy, don't even try.
Yeah, actually, Z6 in Valley with 3 players doing some sort of flank aggression, but not quite able to find anything. Habib is actually on Sniper all the way back on the middle point. Bot mode is alone, pressuring the choke. It seems like Z6 are not really pressuring these isolated players. It seems like they're unsure what they want to do, but they are still holding the point for now. Seems like they are managing to lock down these chokes. Habib is on Sniper in Cafe, scoped up, not able to find anything as Alfredo Dan shoots some stickies at him. He has to run away. But it seems like G6 wants to keep pressuring through Cafe.
Yeah, it's even Ubers right now, so right now Habib just has to find a single pick. Bear is going to go down, so that actually might be the big one. Uber is going to be forced out. Bot mode did a really nice job. Kobe's going to find Shiny here, and so that's, again, 2 down, but also G6 do have full Uber advantage, and this could be all she wrote. This could be curtains right here for the side of Z6, unless there is something big happening. We do see my man, the one person that could actually salvage this, but he's gonna go down. Electro Heart finding nothing, just found 1 rocket onto bot mode, or excuse me, into Caps dropped it to Alfredo. Oh, really nice job. Good push there from Scream and Alfredo Dan, actually changing everything, being the last bastion of hope to stay in this match, possibly getting anything more. We do see Kobe flanking a little bit. Is going to be getting 1 good rocket onto Creation and is going to shotgun him down. So despite all that hard work, it all amounts to nothing. At the very least, you did buy yourself a little bit of time to come up with a solution. But unless this solution is how to absolutely demolish G6 in the next 5 minutes... Actually, wait! Scream just found Cap!
Killed Caps to that. As he said, that's going to throw a wrench in G6's plans here, as both medics have died on both teams. It seems like Z6 isn't going to be contesting the midpoint, but G6 losing their Uber advantage allows Z6 to stay in the game.
You see Habib back on the Sniper, wanting to get a little bit picked, but you already know that Creation's gonna be playing in a little safe space. But again, because they're playing so safe, that means there's no pressure up front. Krispy Kreme was caught out. They just pushed through choke. Kobe is going to be traded off right there. Bot mode. Look how many players are in choke right now, and there's very little spam damage because they're both running direct hit. If they was running a normal stock rocket launcher, that would have stopped everything. And it's all up to Bear, and Bear's not going to be able to find anything. That's going to be a full wipe on the side of red. It's all up to Krispy Kreme. Going to be going up Engineer, but instead opts to go to Pyro, and we already see everyone there. Habib's going to be stomping out any source of hope right then and there. Going to be headshotting Get it another one, and looks like they are playing with their food, not wanting to cap last just yet. But Habib wants to go home, says we are winning this game 5-1.
Yeah, definitely. G6 showing why they are the #1 seed in the RGL 6v6 Invite Division, winning 5-1. Z6, though, putting up a good performance when G6 overextended on one of those mids. They punished it and took it straight to last and got a round off of it.
Yeah. Honestly, that was a pretty great showing. Pretty great showing from Zone 6. There was definitely some moments of brilliance, especially the one round they won. Like that was incredibly dominant. And some of their last ults went really well. It was just the fact that G6 was just able to edge out a victory every single time. They always had an answer. They always were prepared in case of anything in the worst case scenario, which just kind of goes to show you how what it means to be well prepared and what it means to be really good at a really high level in TF2. Just having an answer, just seeing a lot of seeing a lot of problems and knowing all the solutions.
Yeah, definitely. It seemed like they always wanted to be aggressive as well. Seemed like Z6 just wasn't able to stop them from getting in the doorways they wanted to. And once they did that, they would just kill somebody. And then they were just so dominant on those fights. Being up a player wasn't really much Z6 seemed to be able to do at that point.
Alrighty, so that's gonna be it for this match. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be having another match here soon. But first, we're gonna take a little bit of a break, and we'll be right back.